Mike Schley here, back with another autos.ca comparison test. And today we are comparing a whole whack of compact crossovers. Now the compact crossover segment is kind of growing in more ways than one. Size-wise, the vehicles are both big and small now, and power-wise, we have everything from 4-cylinders, turbocharged 4-cylinders, and even still some V6s. We've brought back the defending champion Honda CR-V. It won a comparison test earlier in the spring against some other competitors. Back then, we focused on more of the mid-level, mid-range vehicles in the compact crossover segment. This time, however, we're going for high-end versions. Taking on the CR-V, we have the Chevrolet Equinox, the only vehicle to come with a V6, and fresh for 2013, it has a 3.6-liter V6 that puts out over 300 horsepower. As well, we have the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe and all-new Ford Escape, both packing 2-liter turbocharged motors. On the smaller end, we have the Volkswagen Tiguan and the Kia Sportage, which as well have 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinders. Now, all 6 vehicles offer pros and cons in many different areas. And when it really comes down to it, it's going to be up to personal preference as to what your highest priorities when looking for a vehicle in this class are. However, we've tried to weigh all priorities equally and come up with a winner ourselves. Who won, you ask? Well, you're going to have to go to autos.ca to find that out. However, stay tuned to the video and we'll show you our first impressions of all 6 vehicles. Currently, I'm driving the Chevrolet Equinox, and as I mentioned earlier, for 2013, it's got an all-new motor, the 3.6-liter variable valve timing V6, found in many other GM vehicles. Now, in this application, it makes over 300 horsepower, which is by far the most in this comparison. However, the Equinox is also the heaviest vehicle. Pros are, it sounds great and it's got lots of torque. However, the negatives are obviously fuel consumption. On the inside, the fit and finish leaves quite a bit to be desired, but it does have some great options like collision alert, lane departure, power everything, two-tone leather. On the outside, it has a dated look, but GM's doing its best to kind of keep it fresh. The only thing I don't like is the chrome wheels, and I really wish GM would stop putting chrome wheels on the top version of every vehicle they make. There are other nice wheel options besides just chrome. I'm now in the new for 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Now this year, Hyundai has split the Santa Fe into just regular Santa Fe and Santa Fe Sport. The Sport is a 5-seater only and comes with a choice of a 4-cylinder or a turbocharged 4-cylinder, whereas the regular Santa Fe comes with a V6. Now my family owns a 2011 Santa Fe V6, and this turbo version in this vehicle doesn't really make you miss it. I mean, the V6 still feels faster, but it might just be your mind playing a trick on you because you hear that V6 sound and assume it's faster. Inside, the material and quality level has shot way up, and the overall ride is much better as well. Alright, now I'm in the Ford Escape, and this vehicle has been completely redesigned this year. I'm in the titanium version, which has the 2-liter EcoBoost engine. Now, I've driven the 1.6 EcoBoost as well, and I must say, the 2-liter is just a phenomenal engine. It has so much more power than the 1.6, and it even feels more powerful than virtually every engine in this comparison. The Escape as a whole just feels sporty, and the interior and exterior, well open for debate, can be regarded as modern at least, if not good looking. I'm now in our defending champion, the Honda CR-V. Now, when we did this comparison test back in the spring, we focused more on midline models. And in that sort of company, the CR-V wasn't just competitive, it was the best. However, when you take things to the high end, the CR-V starts to fall short. And it's not just it doesn't have an upgradable engine, it's the interior as well. The materials used are about as bad as the Equinox, and the layout just seems dated even though this is a newer model. However, the practicality and the easiness of the drive on this vehicle makes up for those shortcomings. Alright, I'm now in the Volkswagen Tiguan, and this may be the smallest of the group, but rear seat space is actually still quite accommodating. And by far, this is the sportiest of the bunch. I've heard many times that this is described as a Volkswagen GTI on stilts, and that's pretty accurate, especially with its 255 40R19 tires. It's a blast to drive, but does give up a bit in cargo room. I'm now in the Kia Sportage, and you may ask yourself, why do we have a Sportage when we have the larger Santa Fe? Well, with the redesign of the Santa Fe, and more correctly the Santa Fe Sport, the gap between the two sizes of vehicles has shrunk. As well, the Sportage features the same 2-liter turbocharged engine, and the content levels are similar. Being the smaller lighter vehicle, the Sportage is faster. However, the Santa Fe has far better fit and finish and quality materials.